The new LEGO Harry Potter collectible minifigure series introduced a brand new piece for LEGO, small posable legs. Hey everybody, what's up? And in this video, I'm going to be giving you all a close look at the new small posable legs. And I'm going to be showing you the legs compared to regular minifig legs. And we're going to be taking a look at how good these legs are for LEGO as a whole. So although these legs are currently specific to the LEGO Harry Potter line, these are just obviously normal LEGO legs, and you can connect them to any LEGO minifigure. So that basically means that these are going to become very useful for LEGO City. So right here what we've got is 3 LEGO minifigs. We've got a kid using the small legs on the far right, the new legs on a city minifig here, and then a normal sized minifigure. And size-wise, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty much a, pretty nice slope there. It's not like it's out of proportion. So it does give you different heights for minifigures. Obviously, the normal minifig legs like we have now are superposable, and these smaller legs actually can do all the same posability as the other legs. You can pose them forwards, just like this. You could also pose them backwards. You can pose them in tons of different ways. I would say that there are a couple things that these legs can't do. For example, if you take a regular LEGO minifigure, one thing that people do a lot is they stand minifigs up like this to give just like a normal walking pose on a non-studded surface, usually on like tables and things. You cannot do that with these small legs. I've tried it a bunch and they're just not. Oh, never mind, you can. It's the first time I've gotten it to do that, so I guess you can do that with both. That looks pretty good. I think that looks really good, actually. That's really nice that you can do that with both. So yeah, I guess you can do that with these. And I think just as a whole, the small legs do look really good on a normal city person. So I guess it looks like you got an adult and I would say like a teenager, maybe preteen here with them, and I think it looks really pretty good. Now, coming back to this base plate, taking a look, the smallest LEGO legs can't sit down. And then you take the biggest LEGO legs, right here, and they can sit down perfectly fine. There's nothing, bad with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Taking a look at the short legs, I'm gonna sit him the same location. You can see that he does only take up 1 stud for sitting, which is fine. But one thing to keep in mind is they're still the same height, which I think is pretty interesting. I mean, obviously they would be, but I think it's just cool to look at. So you can see better from this angle. This guy takes up less space while he's sitting, but he's still relatively the same height as he would be to this guy if he had the tall legs on, and vice versa. So that's pretty interesting. Now to bring in a couple of LEGO chairs into the picture here, and we're gonna make these guys sit on these LEGO chairs, because this was a pretty interesting thing I noticed with them, is that when they sit on LEGO chairs, they really do look good. I have the short legs guy. If he's sitting up straight, this is what he'll look like here. So let's just take a look. There is a pretty fair gap, I will say. You can see there's a gap, but I don't think it looks bad, especially from this angle right here. I mean, they're both sitting on the chair, so you really can't complain about that. Now you can make this guy lean back, which I think is actually pretty good. It looks like he's relaxing more. So the new LEGO legs add a lot of height to the LEGO world. So one thing I was wondering is, if the LEGO legs are this height, they don't just have to make someone who's younger. They could also possibly make someone older to represent an older person who is shorter. And I'm not sure if I like the look of that. It's just, I don't know, it feels a little off to me, comparing it again to this regular person. I don't know, I mean, I guess it works. So the next question I asked myself was, how would these legs change LEGO as a whole, like with their builds and stuff? And the first set that came to mind was actually the Hogwarts Great Hall set, because you can see that the Great Hall for benches only used 1 singular plate there, which was pretty interesting. And check this out. You can make the new legs sit on the bench. Before With the small legs, they were just standing on the benches, which was, kind of weird. But that's pretty good. I like that a lot. Now, he does hang off a little bit, but I don't think that's even a worthy issue. That's really, really good. So I'm really wondering, is LEGO going to do that in lots of sets if they include mainly these short legs? And if so, how will regular figures be affected by that? Because the guy with the normal legs doesn't look that good sitting on the bench. But this guy really does look good, and I think that really is going to add a ton to the LEGO, just what they can do with pieces. I'm not sure if it's going to be good or not, but something to look at for sure. What about something like this though? This is the LEGO Fairground Mixer, and one thing with this set was that you couldn't sit LEGO kids on the ride because they used the old legs, these sets from a few years ago. But what if you were to have these legs appear in the amusement park sets from LEGO? Because that would really change the game, wouldn't it? Because then you can make people of different heights sit on the rides. I mean, the new LEGO roller coaster didn't even let kids on the ride because of their height problem. So this is a major game changer for something like that in LEGO. Another really good thing with these LEGO legs that's going to make them even more likable by fans is the fact that they are able to be printed on. Ron Weasley on the right here has really good printing on these legs. And I mean, it's the same quality as any other LEGO stuff. So I think that, again, the legs really are doing a good job here. And I think that my only concern with how good the new LEGO legs are is what's going to happen to these kids. Or is LEGO going to keep the kids to have the same legs? Because I feel like that would be really unfair if they got rid of that piece, because, it's such a vital part of LEGO. It's such an important part of LEGO. And I mean, the legs are really good. But at the same time, they have a new piece that's better. I just don't know which they're going to use. Personally, I want to see the current kid legs that they had before the new ones stay and just have 3 heights for minifigs. Here's just one more look at the LEGO legs, and this is a real close side by side, and I think that this is a really good look at them because it really just gives the look of how the actual heights vary. And yeah, I just think that's really, really good. And I think that the 3 groups of LEGO legs together really do work really, really well. So that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed this look at the LEGO legs. I personally really like the medium-sized legs. They're posable. They're pretty much the same, but they add for more height, which is a good thing for LEGO as a whole. I think a lot of people are really going to like these, especially stop-motion animators, because it's going to make animating short people so much easier. But yeah, that's really it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you all again in my next video.